Good morning, class. Today we will be learning about sets. A set is any collection of definite distinguished objects called elements. One way to specify the elements of a set is to carefully describe the elements. For example, here's a couple I will be telling you today so you have more sense of what a set is. The first one, the set of people enrolled in our third grade class. 2, the set of a perfect square number less than 40. 3, the set of letters in our alphabet. 4, the set of all fractions between 0 and 1. And 5, the set of whole numbers whose square is -1. So today we will be doing a game which you will have to pick a partner, which we will do in a little bit. The object of the game is I've put pictures around the classroom that have a matching set, which is also around the classroom, and you and your partner will have to go around the classroom trying to find which sets match what. And once you have done that, once all of the sets have been done, the group with the most sets wins. Which we're not going to do any prizes since we just learned this, so it's just for fun and to understand the concept of sets. So what I've taught or have learned, I will be teaching you today. So one set is we both have 5 fingers on each hand, which we consider that a set. Another example is the ratio between how many cats and how many dogs. So if we have 10 cats and dogs combined, there's 5 cats, 5 dogs sets, or 2 cats, 8 dogs, that's a set. So basically we're just trying to find what's what between that and see if it is a set or not. So today we will be doing a worksheet also, which I have already done. So I have my key and I will be giving it to you after the game. And we will be doing that for 5 to 10 minutes. And once you have completed that, we will go back to our seats and I will go over it. So if you will, we will begin finding a partner. And if you cannot have a partner, if there is an odd number out, I will be helping that student. So class, you may find your partner. All right, so everyone has their partner. There was no odd numbers, so we are good. Everybody attended class today. So on your marks, get set, go. So everybody completed the game. Good job, class. But our winners were Kobe and Dakota. Good job, guys. They found 10 sets, all perfect. Everyone, or each one of them, have matched. And good job, boys. So now if you guys would make your way back to your seats, we will begin going over the worksheet. All right, everyone's back in their seats. So I will not show you my worksheet that I have completed, but we will be working with a fraction set. So there is 4 questions, but they do get a little tricky. You have to pay very close attention to what the directions are saying, which I will go over each direction with you. So the first question is, what fraction of the group are men? The second is, what fraction are women? So you have to pay very close attention to which ones are men and the women. The second one is, what fraction of the animals are cats? And the other one is, what fraction of the animals are dogs? So I understand cats and dogs you can tell the difference between them, but you have to count and be very careful with when you count and what animal you do count, because the numbers do try to trick you. The next one is, what fraction of the above are keys and what fraction of above are locks? So be careful with counting and looking at which one are locks and keys. And the last one are, what fraction of the toys are cars and what fraction of the toys are rockets? But the trick here is they throw in a plane somewhere in the thing, either 1, 2, doesn't matter how many, but you need to be careful and looking at what they are. And once you have completed that, just put your head down and we will wait until everybody is done to go over it. And then I will grade them and give them back to you. Okay, class, since everyone is done, I will be going over the worksheet with you guys, and later on, you will be turning them into me so I can grade them and see what you guys did, but we're gonna go over it as a class right now. So, the first question is, what fraction of the group are men? So first, we're gonna count the group, which there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 people in this group, but it says which fraction of the group are men. So we are gonna count now, and I see 1, 2. I see 2 out of the 5 are men. So the correct answer is 2/5. So the next one is, what fraction are women? So I'm gonna count 1, 2, 3, 3 out of 5, which, to make it easier, since there is 5 people, we already said that there was 2 men gone, so 5 minus 2 will be 3. So there would be 3 women left over. Once I grade that, you will, if you got those both right, you will earn 2 points. If not, if you got one of them right, 1 point, both of them wrong, 0 points. But don't worry about that right now. So the next one, we're gonna count the group of cats and dogs, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 groups combining dogs and cats. So the first question is, on this one, is what fractions of the animals are cats? So I'm gonna count through them. I see 1, 2, 3. I see 3 cats. So 3 out of 8 would be the correct answer. Next, what fraction of the animals are dogs? I'm gonna count it again. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the correct answer would be 5/8. Which, another thing, if we already did 3 cats, so if we have 8 out of the 3, so you minus the 3, there's 5, which would leave 5 dogs left over. Next question, what fraction above are the keys? So I see, or we'll count the group first, sorry, my bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there is 6 in the group of locks and keys. So now we'll count the keys, which I only see 1. So there will be 1 out of 6. But the tricky part is, it gives you, there's 1 out of 4 and 3 out of 6. So you have to be careful with the ones, make sure you do count, because if you put 1/4, you will be wrong. So now we were gonna count the locks, and I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see 5 of the locks, which I see 5 out of 6, but also you have to be careful because there is 5/7 in the answer choice. So just make sure you are counting, because if you do mess those up, you will get the answer wrong. Which also, if there's 6 in the group, you minus the 1, you will get 5. Next, what fraction so we're gonna count the group of cars and rockets, which also they throw in a couple planes. So that group, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 in the group. So the first one is, what of the toys are cars? I see 1, 2, 3, 4, which it would be 4/7 would be the correct answer. Next, what fraction of the toys are rockets? And I see 1, 2. So it'd be 2 out of 7. But you have to make sure you are counting the rockets, because it does try to throw in that plane. So make sure you look carefully, because, I mean, if there's 4 cars left over, there's still 7 out of that out of the group. So if you minus the 4, there is 3 left over, but there's only 2 rockets, and then the last one is a plane. So make sure you don't count the plane, because one of the answer choice is 3 out of 7. So make sure you count, look at it carefully, and choose the correct answer. So now that we have gone over it, I would like you guys to turn it in so I can complete it and grade it for you guys and get it back to you. and see that you know about sets and the lesson we went over today went well, and that I know you fully understand it before we move on to our next lesson. Welcome back. I have completed grading your guys' worksheets, and I'm proud to say that each and every one of you have got all of them correct and earned 100% for the lesson of sets that I have taught you today. And I know it has been the second day of learning sets, so I'm glad you guys just pushed through and worked with me today. And I'm happy to say we got to play a game instead of doing worksheets all day in the classroom. And I hope it was a different learning experience and you guys had fun learning it while playing the game. With that being said, I have put a piece of paper on each of one of your guys' desk, and I would like you guys to write down if you like the game and what other games you would like to play in the classroom, because I know just doing worksheets all day is not fun, so I would like to get up and get moving with a game with the lesson that we will be learning for the day. So if you can do that, that would be very helpful. And also, if you have any questions, feel free to raise your hand or write them on the piece of paper, and I will get back to you with them, because I know some of us do not like raising our hand and asking in front of the class, which is totally fine. So just write it on the piece of paper. And now I'm just gonna go over some little things to round out the lesson of sets. So if I call on you, or if you want to ask me or give a set to me, I would love to say if it is or isn't and just get to know more. So we're gonna start with if I have 3 fingers up on this hand and 3 fingers up on this hand, is that a set? Yes, it is. Is 2 and 1, are they a set? No, they will not be. But if I have 4 and 4, that's a set. 5, 5 is a set. 1, 1, and you guys understand. If I have 5 cats and 3 dogs, that would be 8. Would you like to? Welcome back. I have completed grading your guys' worksheets, and I'm proud to say that each and every one of you have got all of them correct and earned 100% for the lesson of sets that I have taught you today. And I know it has been the second day of learning sets, so I'm glad you guys just pushed through and worked with me today. And I'm happy to say we got to play a game instead of doing worksheets all day in the classroom. And I hope it was a different learning experience and you guys had fun learning it while playing the game. With that being said, I have put a piece of paper on each of one of your guys' desk, and I would like you guys to write down if you like the game and what other games you would like to play in the classroom, because I know just doing worksheets all day is not fun, so I would like to get up and get moving with a game with the lesson that we will be learning for the day. So if you can do that, that would be very helpful. And also, if you have any questions, feel free to raise your hand or write them on the piece of paper, and I will get back to you with them, because I know some of us do not like raising our hand and asking in front of the class, which is totally fine. So just write it on the piece of paper. And now I'm just gonna go over some little things to round out the lesson of sets. So if I call on you, or if you want to ask me or give a set to me, I would love to say if it is or isn't and just get to know more. This concludes what we have to learn today about sets, and tomorrow we will be learning something different in math. And I hope you guys enjoyed today and enjoyed the game. And if you have any questions, like I said, feel free to come up to me or write it on the piece of paper. But thank you for being patient and listening and sticking through with me during the lesson.